Yo, what's up, guys? This is Prince Sports here. I got a special guest with me.
This is Hannah.
Yep, Hannah Sports as well. Yo, I want to do a full player comparison. All right, LeBron James versus Kobe Bryant. All right, this is a classic debate that never goes away. People always talks about it. All right, you hear about it from, back in the day when they had the little puppets going at each other, who was better, Kobe or LeBron. Two guys cut from such a different cloth, two complete different playing styles that most people have a hard time comparing to. They two opposite sides of the coin, but yet they always have that one thing in common. That's the battle of who's better. Now, I'm going to break this down into several categories. We're going to do inside scoring, outside scoring, playmaking, athletic ability, defense, basketball IQ, rim protection, rebounding, ball handling, clutch ability, and we're going to also do leadership and leadership and impact. All right, we're gonna do all of those. Of course, we're gonna do scoring too. So we got several categories. We're gonna start off with inside scoring. Now, inside scoring, easily gonna go to LeBron James. I'm gonna tell you why. Because LeBron James still has the ability to play bully ball. Now, he's not a post-up scorer like Jordan was. Jordan was a 6'6" guard that could post up on people and hit fadeaways. Kobe could do the same to a certain extent, but his hands is not that big, and he doesn't back people down. He still plays a perimeter game more. But LeBron over Kobe still goes into the post more than Kobe does. And he also plays a lot of bully ball. He does that a lot now, especially now because he's a lot more bigger and older. So he settles for inside scoring a lot more. All right. Outside scoring, another category. I'm going to give that to Kobe Bean Bryant. All right. Kobe's an operator from outside of the basket and mid-range as well. He's a great mid-range shooter, and he's a decent three-point shooter. Now, keep in mind, he's a volume scorer, meaning he has to take a lot of shots to get hot. But once he gets hot, it's hard to stop him. But I'm going to give him outside scoring for a numerous amount of reasons, because his skill set to get his own shot off, because he's more looked upon as a scorer. All right. Another one would be playmaking. Okay. Playmaking easily, that goes to LeBron James. LeBron James has incredible plays. He actually runs some plays. More than sometimes his coach. He's also get several of his teammates involved. So that's something Kobe's never been known to do. All right, so we got 2-1, LeBron James over Kobe Bryant. Athletic ability, that's self-explanatory. LeBron James was always ahead of his time. Okay, came into the game fully athletic, could jump out the gym, move quick like a guard. Defense is another one that you're going to find shocking, because I'm going to give that to Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is a better one-on-one defensive player than LeBron James. All right? But here's when it gets a little tricky. All right? Off-the-ball defense and rim protection, which is a category in here, that goes to LeBron James. So clearly, LeBron James is a better rim protector than Kobe. His size puts him in position to do that more times than often anyway. All right. Another category I want to go over is basketball IQ. Okay. LeBron James' IQ for playing the game of basketball is 10 times better than Kobe Bryant. This guy knows most of the team's play before they even run it. He knows their playbook. He knows a lot. There's a reason why they call him actually a coach out there on the basketball court. So LeBron James' IQ, even to this day, is still higher over Kobe Bryant's. So you got to give that to LeBron James in that category. Okay, guys. Also, I was saying rim protection, right? Um, yeah, LeBron James has a rim protection, but I'm going back to basketball IQ. All right. Um, Kobe's IQ of playing basketball is good for a one-on-one standpoint, but when it comes to analyzing teams, it's a little bit different. Sometimes that ISO basketball that he plays could get the best of him sometimes, and this is why LeBron James has more basketball IQ over Kobe Bryant. Okay, guys, I'm losing track of my scoring from LeBron James versus Kobe Bryant on the scoring list. Oh, she's been keeping track. That's why she's here. So.
Okay, finally I have a chance to talk now. Okay, so far it's 5-2, LeBron over Kobe.
Okay.
So LeBron is winning.
Okay, so there you go.
My LeBron James.
Okay, now the next category we're gonna go into is rebounding. Now, LeBron James bigger, naturally he's going to be a better rebounder than Kobe Bryant anyway. You know, Kobe Bryant's a decent rebounder for a guard. You know, but I'm still giving him the edge to LeBron James on rebounding. Now here's the shocker. Here's what you're going to find real funny. Dribbling, ball handling skills. This is a shocker. I'm going to give that to LeBron James. I know what you're thinking. Kobe Bryant is a guard. He's more craftier with the ball, right? Yes, he is. Okay, he's more craftier with the ball. He has a hand-to-hand crossover, wide crossover. But LeBron James, for a 6'8" small forward, a guy that moves that fast, could play the point and facilitate offense. Nobody does that better than LeBron James compared to Kobe Bryant. So for him to do that is a little more amazing than a guard having skills. And LeBron James actually has broken ankles at being 6'8". You know, that's amazing within itself. So I'm giving that edge to LeBron James. And here's another category. The myth of Kobe Bryant being this great clutch basketball player, the killer instinct, right? The Black Mamba mentality. Well, guess what? LeBron James has been more clutch than Kobe Bryant in the playoffs. Okay? It's not even close. In the playoff time, LeBron James is not only more dominant than Kobe Bryant on every stat sheet across the board, he's also been more clutch. He's hit more game winners than Kobe Bryant. He's actually been responsible for assisting, rebounding, or helping out another teammate and putting them in a winning situation more than Kobe Bryant has within his time during the playoffs. That's where you say it counts the most, right? So LeBron James has been more clutch than Kobe Bryant, despite the narrative and the gimmick of Kobe Bryant being this great clutch basketball player when he's really not. All right. Leadership, LeBron James, off the bat. Okay. Not only is he a great leader, but a lot of guys want to play for LeBron James. Yeah, you got some players that don't want to play for LeBron, but for the most part, most guys want to play with a pass-first guy that makes everybody else happy on the team, cracks jokes with them, and gets along with them. We all know that a lot of guys don't get along with Kobe Bryant. Never did, really. You know, a selected few have. So, besides that, LeBron's leadership, you know, as being a better team basketball player, that goes above Kobe Bryant. Impact, I'm going to give to Kobe Bryant for the simple fact that Kobe Bryant's impact on basketball is a little bit different. He's actually a little more known. I think it's because of the scoring game. So a lot of kids, a lot of people came up wanting to be more or being more influenced by Kobe than LeBron. But influence has nothing to do with your impact on the court as far for terms of playing basketball. You know, Kobe's more famous, yes. I know that category, to put that in here is kind of like, you know, it's pointless. I just throw it in there because Kobe's taking a big L right here with some of these categories, so you got to give him something. All right. And another category is scoring. LeBron James is not only the more efficient scorer than Kobe Bryant, he's also shoots a higher field goal percentage than Kobe Bryant. This is known facts. So Yeah, like I was saying, Kobe's a volume scorer. He shot over 45%, sometimes 44% from the field. Sometimes in the regular season, it went even lower when he was just jacking up shots. LeBron James, hands down, is a more efficient scorer than Kobe Bryant. And you're going to say, oh, LeBron drives to the basket, he layups and dunks. But guess what? Putting the ball in the basket is still putting the ball in the basket. That's all that matters at the end of the day. You know, it doesn't matter how you're doing it. If you're having an impact on your team by putting the ball in the basket, you're putting the ball in the basket. You know, a lot of LeBron haters would like to bring up different stuff like, oh, it's about the shooting and all that. LeBron's a decent shooter for a guy his size as well, too. And he's more better at attacking the basket than Kobe Bryant is. You know, so LeBron James is actually body slamming Kobe Bryant a lot in these categories. And I want to tell you something else. In those championship runs that Kobe Bryant has, he won titles with 4 guys averaging double digits in scoring, all right, including himself, which makes 5. LeBron James won his first championship in 2012 as not only the number 1 leader on the team, he won it with only 2 other guys averaging double digits in scoring. The rest was single digits. And they were so capped out on that Miami Heat team, they got a lot of guys for cheap. Some guys that nobody teams wanted, you know. So LeBron has done more for his teams than Kobe Bryant has, believe it or not. Also, since they were drafted at the age of 18, LeBron James still been better than Kobe at the age of 18. Drafted number 1, Kobe drafted number 13. When you go number 13, that means there's 12 other guys that people perceive better than you, regardless if they was better than you or not. So Kobe was never that dude that was given a franchise and said, hey, it's your franchise from point. You know, he came into the game luckily playing with Shaq, which pretty much set him up pretty well. LeBron James is more dominant, more efficient, better all-around basketball player than Kobe. Only thing Kobe does better than LeBron James is shoot free throws. You know, she's been watching LeBron James for quite some time, years actually, you know. And guys, this idea or this hate that you have needs to end. No, LeBron James has always been better than Kobe. He's actually outplayed him in their head-to-head matchups. Only thing you could pit for above Kobe is Kobe over LeBron is free throw shooting. That's it. Period. You know, Hannah over here, she could tell you off the bat, you know, she thinks LeBron James is better than Kobe. She sees the games and she sees how dominant he is in most of their matchups. Mm-hmm. But guys, I'm gonna let us get out with that. Close us out a little bit. Tell us a little something.
No, I think LeBron James is better than Kobe since 2009. Only difference is Lakers had a better team. So what do you think, guys? If you agree with us, of course, comment down below. And if you don't, of course, comment down below also,
All right, Prince Sports, have Hannah guest starring. She's sitting there chilling beside me. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Also, you got a lot of guys. No disrespect, you got a lot of guys like Ticket TV that likes pitting all this stuff against LeBron to say to use those as ways to say Kobe's better, but they're not. They have no effect in terms of a player versus player type of thing. He does a lot of battles or debates. I was about to give him some good info and stats, but unfortunately my mic and my audio or Wi-Fi, something went down, so I couldn't even talk to these dudes. But shout out to Ticket TV and everybody. I look forward to getting at these brothers a couple more times. It's all fun in basketball. But peace, guys. Prince Sports. What up, yo? I want to give you my final thoughts on this full player comparison. All right. Now, also, career wise, LeBron James has a better career because he took his career into his own hands instead of letting a management dictate most of his career because he realized playing for Cleveland wasn't going nowhere. I mean, Cleveland compared to LA is like comparing Domino's pizza to fresh Italian pizza that you find in New York. All right. So, of course, the spoiled city is not going to get much attraction or big stars to come there. And it takes a team to win a championship. All right. Now, a lot of Kobe fans would tell you, well, if it wasn't for Kobe's case, with rape and all that stuff, he would be he would have more this and that than LeBron, or he would have more fame and more better teammates around him than LeBron. Look, that's on Kobe. That's his fault. Kobe getting injured, that's his fault. All right. Longevity and playing at a high level for a long time does account for something. Okay, it's not something you're gonna overlook and say, "Oh, this guy didn't do this because he got hurt." Well, if he got hurt, that's part of the game. That's the logic. That's the facts to it. All right. That's just how the game goes. I don't do what ifs too much because if you take Kobe off the Lakers team and you replace him with Iverson, will they have this? Will they have? We don't know because it never happened. We only could go by what happens. And I know, as far from being a leader and the number one option on the team, LeBron has more of an impact on his individual championships in terms of being an individual superstar more than Kobe. Kobe had an impact on the teams that when Shaq wasn't there. Okay, rather you think Kobe wasn't the sidekick to Shaq, the narrative and the belief and the proof around the pudding was Kobe was number 2, Shaq was number 1. There's no such a thing as 2 number 1s. Only not one number 1. There's only one leader. Everybody else got to fall in place. Peace.